Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and welcome back. I am doing my June monthly horoscopes for all the zodiac signs here on my channel. So I want to thank you so much for being here. If you have not hit that red subscribe button yet and that notification bell icon, go ahead and do so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish on my channel. Also, don't forget, if you'd like to book a private psychic reading with me, you can visit my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop, and also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. So let's go ahead and get into your horoscopes for this month. Aries, this month for you, Aries, it's all about your money. The month of June is going to be all about your money. You're very focused right now on your work, on how you can improve that. There's new projects, and nothing is standing in your way basically this month. It's a month in which you are very determined and focused on your money. And whereas you may have been struggling in the last couple of weeks and months, this is going to be quite a different month for you. It seems like there's a lot more stability and just a lot more focus from you, and more energy that you do have at this time, so that way you can get things done and not be bogged down by that. So distractions, try to keep them at a minimum with whatever you are doing, because this is a time right now where you cannot be really focusing on those things. You need to be focusing on everything else than just the distractions. So also, this is going to be a month in which you are going to be very focused on your love life for a lot of you Aries out there. And typically, if you're with a partner, you're very passionate about it and you're fully invested. But the last couple of months, you may have been doing your own thing and with your own friends and socializing and your work. And so you've been going nonstop, maybe not having enough time to dedicate towards your family and your loved ones and your partner, if you have a partner. And for those of you that are single, this is a time right now where you may actually be moving out of that and getting more into a commitment with someone, or kind of exclusively dating them. Again, the energy this month is just overpowering. But the thing is, here Spirit is saying that even though you have you are focused on your love life right now, don't let it get yourself into like a daydream, or where you're just not focusing on your family, because there are going to be some serious themes this month and serious issues in your family. When I say serious, I don't mean necessarily a bad thing, but it is going to require a lot of you Aries out there that are moms and dads and that have children to really focus on your family and your children, because there is room here for things to kind of occur if you're not careful. So again, these are going to be things that you need to just be very mindful of and pay attention to. But overall, it's a great week to be you, and a great month to be you, this month of June 2019. A lot of different changes. Again, you're pushing yourself outside of the box, and just keep doing that. For this month, Taurus, this month for you, Taurus, it is going to be a month in which you are going to be finding that for many of you out there, this month, you are very focused on your maternal instincts. For those of you that are men or males, this would be your divine feminine. We all have a duality of a feminine, divine feminine and divine masculine to us. And so a lot of us are going to be, that are males, are going to be tuning in more to our divine feminine side. You may be finding that a lot of females in your life, whether it's your wife, it's girlfriend, or it's just friends that you have, there is going to be a lot in tune with them, understanding them from a better place. And for women, a lot of you that have been, maybe feel like more connected to men and or males, and not really, you don't really open up to females. This is going to be a month in which, I know this may sound ridiculous, but a lot of you females out there that are listening to this are going to be kind of opening yourself up to other females, and kind of understanding and vibing. It's almost like the divine feminine within you is really searching for an outlet, for someone who really understands you. And so a lot of you may be partnering up with a sister friend, or someone that just really gets you for who you are. And with that, there's a lot of fun discussions. A lot of you will be giving birth this month that have been pregnant. This is going to be a month where a lot of babies will be born. Let's just say that in the month of June. And a lot of you also are very focused right now on your income. There's a lot of ideas that are going on. Some of you may be going through some job changes or some massive career changes in your business, where maybe you're in a different department or a new management has taken over. And so there's new personalities, new, just energy that you have to deal with and kind of master that. So that way you feel a little bit more like you are in your zone. There is a lot of discussion this month as well around your fulfillment. Like, this is a month in which a lot of you Taurians out there are going to be asking yourself, what is it that really fulfills me? What makes me happiest the most? What is it that is going to help me be the best person that I can be? And if you are right now in a relationship with a partner who is not like that, or is not being very supportive, or you've just have all these thoughts and you've been analyzing everything silently, during your work hours or when you're at home, this has you thinking. And so there's a lot of sense right now that you can really accomplish anything. If you're going through a divorce or you're going through a separation, everything is going to be okay. Spirit is saying that there is going to be a lot of positive change for you, and you are protected, and you have your angels around you. You may not be able to feel them, but they are there. And if you talk to them, that's going to help you as well to kind of feel a little bit more balanced in your life. But yeah, this month is a very good month to be a Taurian, to be a Taurus. And I really am wishing you all an amazing, amazing month. So this is your horoscope for the sign of Taurus. Gemini, this month for you, Gemini, out there, it is going to be a month in which you are very focused right now on movement and going about, pursuing your goals and your dreams. This is a birth month for a lot of you Geminis until like the 21st of June. So a lot of you out there are really focusing on what is going to make you happy, what is going to make you kind of reach and push yourself outside of your box. A lot of us are no longer confined to a certain box, and with this new birth cycle, for Gemini, it's very important for us to push ourselves further than we have ever done before. And whether this makes us uncomfortable, or it's being the bigger person and kind of mending relationships that have suffered, etc., this is going to be one of a very going into uncharted territory, is what I would say, for a lot of us Geminis. But it's very exciting, it's very powerful, and it's going to get things moving and accelerating for you Geminis out there. I should say us Geminis, because I'm a Gemini myself, and I just celebrated my birthday yesterday, which is the 26th of May. And there's also some young energy here that is coming through for a lot of you Geminis out there. It could be that, there is someone that is a little younger than you, that it may be kind of crazy, outgoing, spontaneous, and it's rubbing off. That energy is rubbing off. You may be later in this month of June really planning for July and all the other summer months like August and up until September, planning something big. This could be more traveling for a lot of you Geminis. This could also be professing your love, like I said, pushing yourself. A lot of people think that us Geminis are very just out there, and when we flirt, or if we flirt, we're just big flirts. And a lot of us are the opposite of that. Actually, we're very introverted. But this could be a month in which you may June may be a month where you actually are becoming very flirtatious, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you just need to be careful who you're being flirtatious to. But I see a lot of that exchange of energy. There's also going to be a lot of feelings that are coming to the surface this month of June for Gemini. There's going to be a lot of hidden feelings, things and desires that you maybe haven't really talked about to just anyone, and you have your that one special person you feel comfortable with now, that you can open this up to you, and it's kind of like therapeutic for a lot of you. So there's just movement here. You're no longer stuck in a stagnation. For those of you that may have felt like you've been stagnated for quite some time, there's just a lot of good positive changes this month for the sign of Gemini for the month of June. So there's going to be some traveling. There's going to be movement forward. It's a time in your life in this new cycle that you're going to move forward, and there's no barriers stopping you. The only barrier is going to be yourself if you are not you're resisting change. So accept change. That's the main message this month for Gemini. Accept change and just go with the flow. Thank you so much. Wishing you an amazing, amazing month, Gemini. Cancer, this month for you, Cancer, it is going to be a month in which a lot of you out there are going to be feeling like you maybe chasing someone and putting a lot of energy into a relationship, or if you are in an existing relationship, just feeling like it's not going anywhere. It's like the more that you give, the more that you wait for a commitment from this person, it's just not happening. And right now, that is going to be leaving a lot of you Cancerians, a lot of you Moonchilds, feeling really abandoned, feeling misunderstood, seeking something greater out there. But Spirit is saying that there is going to be a lot of friends that are supportive, and it's like people have been whispering in your ear for quite some time. This could be friends that have seen your partner or seen your relationship from the outside, and maybe from the inside as well, depending on how well that they know you. And they are giving you hints, they are giving you clues about your relationship, and basically letting you know that there needs to be change, there needs to be some new energy. But for some reason you are resisting this, and I don't know why you're doing that, Moonchild. But you need to listen to wise mouths out there. There's a lot of people that are full of wisdom, that have your best interests at hand. They're not trying to hurt you, but rather kind of steer you into the right direction. So again, you're going to find that a lot of this month is a little difficult for some of you Cancerians. A lot of you are going to feel kind of lost emotionally, maybe a void feeling in your heart space, like a void feeling in your heart space. And this is going to have a lot of you thinking, why am I allowing myself to be sort of like the doormat? And I hate to say that, but that's kind of like the feeling. A lot of you may know, but sometimes love is blind, and people, just don't want to see it. And so for you this month, it's all about love. It's all about, your relationships right now. And knowing that you can't force things, but if there is something, that you've tried everything that you can and there's no change, then sometimes you need to cut your losses and move on instead of wasting time. And that's how direct Spirit is this month about your horoscope for Cancer. So again, this is a month about reassessing your love life and cutting out and cutting off any dead energy that no longer is serving you, someone that is no longer showing you love, and it's just conformity. There's this is a month about isolating anything that's just a conformity, and rather than that having conformity, you want to have unity, and you want to have happiness. And so again, you're going to do what you need to do this month for a lot of you Cancerians, to reach that and to grab that. So it's yours for the taking. You just need to kind of be empowered and know that you have what it takes. So thank you once again, wishing you an amazing, amazing month for all of you Cancerians out there. Leo, this month for you, Leo, it is going to be a month in which you are kind of being told to take a leap of faith. A lot of you out there right now are very, analytical. Sometimes you think with your heart, and that guides you or leads you. But sometimes you, with the heart, you can also have problems because you are so loyal and you love that sometimes you just don't want to, risk a certain situation or change up your situation that you are in right now, because again, you like familiarity. You like having something that is very secure. You like security, and you like, things that are more, not change, just patterns. You like having a routine, in other words. But Spirit is going to push you outside your comfort zone this month, so expect the unexpected, Leo. This is a month in which you are going to not be able to see the future. You're not going to be able to know what's coming, and you may be blindsided, but whatever is coming, it's all for a greater good, and it's for your purpose, your soul purpose, and your life path. So you need to just go with the flow and stop resisting. Stop resisting, Leo, because that is only going to inhibit your happiness. And a lot of you have maybe been asking, well, why am I still obsessed about someone? Why do I still think about them? And it's because you're resisting change, and you like the past, and you can't live in the past in order to move forward. So things are changing. There is a new cycle, a new birth in you that is taking place, so to speak. These are new ideas. This is a new feeling. This is a new love for a lot of you. And you just need to kind of go forward with that. Because when you do, things are going to start moving and doors are going to start opening, not just in your love life, but in your career. For those of you that are looking to improve your career, have new opportunities, your love and your career are tied together, Leo. And this month in particular, they are very tied. So if you're not doing good in your love life, chances are that your work is going to be affected. Your output, your presentation, your delivery of the work that you do, the service that you provide, it's all going to be interconnected, and it's going to be affected. So the thing here is to be thankful. Even if you are single, or even if you are having problems, be grateful every step of the way, and focus on what you can change, baby steps. And later in the month, you may be aligned with someone, or there may be someone like a mother figure for you, or a very powerful female in your life that has, a lot of life experiences, and that you may be going to for some wisdom, to kind of, maybe empty your heart out and your soul, and get a better understanding from an outside perspective. And this also has a lot to do with twin flames. So a lot of you are dealing with your divine feminine or your divine masculine out there that are listening to these horoscopes, and you may have a twin flame that that you're still glued to, and you haven't really given up on that idea. But Spirit is not offering you false hope. They're saying that basically whatever it is, whatever your heart is passionate about, go towards that. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This is your horoscope for the month of June. Thank you so much, Leo. Wishing you an amazing, amazing month. Virgo, this month for you, Virgo, it's all about you kind of having to fight battles. I'm not gonna lie. This month of June for Virgo is about battles. A lot of you are dealing with immature energy, young energy that is coming forth. This could be your children that you are going in battle up against, in battle with, or it could just be a coworker who's very immature, maybe your same age, but has the mentality of an 18-year-old or a 15-year-old. They are just very immature, and they don't think with reason. And so this month it's a lot of, exhaling. It's a lot of rolling your eyes, and kind of, really not getting to that dark place that you really were once before, because a lot of you may have an old self that is going to reemerge this week, and people around you may not know that old self of yourself, that you've grown out of. But it's like, you can go from very calm to very ghetto very quickly, with a snap of the finger. And I'm just saying it, I'm keeping it real, that's the energy that's coming in this month of June for a lot of you. And again, I feel like the whole month is going to be things that are going to upset you. So it's very important this month that you ground yourself, that you meditate, that you find your zen. Carry your protective crystals with you. Sage, light some candles. Envision yourself in a white bubble of light. There's going to be a lot of protection needed this month for a lot of you, because again, there's energy vampires. I feel like this is almost like energy vampires that really are surrounding you this month, or that are going to surround you in June, and that are trying to steal your joy, steal your peace, and you cannot let the enemy win. So again, stay very focused on your goals, because there's going to be so many distractions and things that are just going to piss you off. And really and truly, that when you get to that level that they are able to piss you off, they've kind of rented space in your mind, so to speak. So again, later in the month, it seems like things kind of start dying off. So I feel like it's mainly like the first part of the month. maybe up until the middle of the month. And from the middle of the month forward, things line up and things change, and you are more in a better place. And it feels like you are going on traveling, and you're setting up some healthy boundaries. A lot of you are going to be coming into some money this month. It could be a promotion for some of you. Some of you may be starting a new job, but there's a lot of changes, but all positive at the second half of the month. But the beginning of the month, like I said, it's just a lot of communication, misunderstandings, some arguments, and some disagreements, and just an energy that can be very draining and exhausting. So again, be strong spiritually and mentally, most of all, and be sure that you're meditating, asking your angels for divine assistance, and releasing any tense energy that you have in yourself with some form of Tai Chi, yoga, writing, just writing, getting it out of you, listening to music, going for a walk, working out at the gym, whatever it is that helps you, get more to a relaxed state of mind. So wishing you the best month that you can ever have this month of June for all of you Virgos out there. Thank you. Libra, this month for you, Libra, a lot of you out there, for some reason, this month is going to be a month about social conditioning. A lot of you may have grown up in a religious background, Catholic, Baptist, Protestant, but there's something about religion weighing heavily on you. A lot of you are on a spiritual path right now, and perhaps you're trying to become more, get more in tune with your higher self, with your metaphysical path, or your witchy path, or with your psychic or healer path. There's just so many facets to everyone that is a Libra out there. And so for a lot of you, you're finding maybe that some family members are very close-minded. People in your workspace may be very close-minded, or asking and probing, and kind of invading your space, wanting to know exactly what you're doing. And I give you an example. Let's say you work in a medical field, and you just one day you decide to wear your new amulet, your new rose quartz, or your new lapis lazuli pendant, and they've never seen you do that before. So they may be wondering, what is that for? Where did you get it? And then you have to go into an explanation, and then they're kind of like, well, it's almost like an inquisition, and they're kind of, making jokes or cracking jokes and things like that. And that can easily kind of shatter your self-confidence and hurt you in your path, where you feel like you can't be fully yourself around certain people. So this one's going to be very much about a theme of breaking those barriers and being just authentically you, and having no regrets, and being unapologetic about it, regardless of who likes it or who is supportive of you. You must know that this is your path, and this is not their path. And so whatever it is that is going on out there, just ignore it. Take it with a grain of salt. Let the water roll off your back. Just keep being you, and being patient, because a lot of you out there are not feeling very patient. A lot of you are antsy or having anxiety about a certain situation that you want, like the new chapters to emerge, and you can't force things. And Spirit is saying that this is going to be a month in which you're dealing with a very strong masculine energy. This could be a partner, a boyfriend, someone out there, a boss. But there's someone that's a male that is much, older, and in a position of financial security, and basically is someone that is maybe very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very emotionalist, lacking emotion, very unsupportive, very critical of everybody and everything around him. And so that's kind of the energy that you could call this person a skeptic in many ways. But whatever it is, this person may be challenging you. There's a lot of challenging of thoughts, and maybe they want it their way and not your way, and they're not willing to budge, and that's not compromising. So if this is happening in a relationship, or even in your work life, you're going to have to kind of break through those barriers as well. But you do seem to have some fulfillment around your love life at the end of the month, and things start to be getting, really good, and a lot of focus on that. And through that, maybe your partner heals you in some kind of way as well. So that is just a good month overall for all of you Libras out there. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Have an amazing month for all of you Libras. Scorpio, this month for you, Scorpio, is going to be a month about having patience. A lot of you are so impatient right now. You have just been feeling like you're needing to go a different direction, leave some people behind. You're feeling like you need to step out and be more unique and just kind of be more on your own. And so this is a month about having patience, and you're going to be tested by the universe this month. Don't think that the universe is going to just let you kind of be to yourself. No, there's going to be some challenges, things that you have to face that are going to test your patience. And you're going to want things to kind of happen. And if they don't happen right when you want them, you're going to become angry. And you're going to kind of it's going to be very evident in your mood swings and your comportment, how you treat others around you. So again, you're going to have to be very cautious of this energy. There's this energy also and that is surrounding you that you want to be with someone. There's a lot of back and forth. This could be you trying to show more emotion to that person that you love, or it's unrequited love and they're not reciprocating that. It's not being reciprocated, and that's kind of like discouraging. But you're a sign of mystery, of romance and passion, and so you will go after very fiercely, tapping into your masculine side, into your divine masculine, and fight for what you want. But Spirit is saying right now, it's a lot more focus is going to be put on your finances and your money. A lot of you are saving or reassessing what you have right now in your account, in your bank account, or what you have in your savings, because you may have a long-term goal that is going to require money, some financial security and stability, and going to require a move. Maybe it's a move that you're going to do, or you need to purchase something that is going to be very expensive this month. But whatever it is going to require you to be fully focused on every aspect of what you're doing and accomplishing, and you'll get there. Sagittarius, this month for you, Sagittarius, you are going to be finding that there is a very strong masculine energy in your life right now that you may be going up, in battling. You may be having some arguments, some discussions. This could be a partner, this could be a father figure, this could be a boss, but there is someone in your life right now that is kind of sitting there, and they may be, wanting to, mold you into what they want, or kind of there's a sense of manipulation here. This person really doesn't care about what you really think. It's just about what makes them happy and what they can get out of the situation. And it's almost like this energy that's coming through this month is an opportunist, someone who's an opportunist that kind of jumps at any given project or situation that works to their advantage. And so this is going to kind of piss you off. It's going to make you really reassess and think, this is not really who I want to be around with, or who I want to be in my life. And so a lot of you may be making some drastic changes, leaving old people behind, maybe even changing your job without even giving a notice. The thing here is that this month you don't want to burn any bridges. So a lot of you out there that are really contemplating on making a big change right now, Spirit is saying don't make any rash moves or burn bridges, because again, you never know what you're going to need that person in the future, or if there's a job referral. So if this is around your job, don't burn bridges. I would say if this is in your relationship, still don't burn bridges, because you may have children involved and there may need to be communication. Kind of try to handle this from a civilized point of view, but also with a lot of love in your heart, and you will get through this month with flying colors. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in, wishing you an amazing month. And if you did like this horoscope, please give it a thumbs up in the speed of light. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this horoscope, please give it a thumbs up, and wishing you an amazing June for all of you Scorpios out there. Thank you. Capricorn, this month for you, Capricorn, it is going to be a month in which you are kind of tapping into your more magical side. A lot of you are feeling kind of alone, but through the same time, you're a very hard worker. So you're focusing a lot on creating right now. This is a month about creating things for yourself, new opportunities, creating things if you're more artistic or into arts and crafts or construction. But there is something that you are constructing or building. But at the same time, now you are in a position of power, or in a position where you're able to kind of just sit down and let others do things around you and kind of observe and give them advice or feedback. So if this is like a leadership role, like a manager, or you're a manager, or you're someone who's self-employed and you have employees that maybe work for you, this is going to be, again, that kind of energy. And this could even be your children that may be helping around more in your home if you're a parent, and that's okay. Be sure to allow them to kind of express themselves and how they feel. A lot of you also are kind of turning more into your a different side of yourself that you're kind of exploring. This could be more of, again, your spiritual side, your spirituality, and really you don't feel comfortable other people knowing. But when you're in your own state of mind, in your own space, you may be doing tarot, oracle cards, pendulum, using some other form of divination, and really tapping into your psychic side, and to your higher self, and really kind of becoming an alchemist, so to speak. A lot of you are becoming alchemists and really transmuting a lot of the negativity. It's like you can see in your life the patterns that need to be changed this month, all the negative patterns, the things that are no longer bringing you happiness. A lot of you know what that is, and you know what needs to be changed, but you've been kind of procrastinating on making those changes because you may not want to hurt someone, or you may not want to go through that unpleasant shift. But Spirit is saying that this is a time right now for you to be in the present and go through these shifts, and no longer kind of just be very complacent to things that are happening all around you, but go forth and make change and bring about change. So very powerful message for a lot of you Capricorns out there. I want to wish you an amazing month of June, and if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. Aquarius, this month for you, Aquarius, there is a lot of focus on traveling. So a lot of you Aquarians may be traveling, and typically in the summer months you may not travel a lot, but there's a lot of movement, a lot of trips, a lot of planning. It's a big month for Aquarians out there. You could be dropping a bombshell, a lot of news, a new creative project, an announcement. There could be engagements this month, marriages, a lot of births that are taking place in the month of June for the sign of Aquarius. So it's like you are in a new cycle. There's a lot of positivity, but you're easily able to kind of get into a negative state of mind, or feel kind of brought down by your energy because of the environment that you're in, and the people that surround you may be having good intentions, but they may have their own, or bring their own drama into your life when you visit them, go out for drinks, or if there's any socializing online or in person. There's just a lot of people that want to kind of spill their heart out to you, and their problems that come along with it. And you need to kind of push away from all of that this month and focus on what you're going to release, what your news you're going to do, on things that make you happy and people that bring happiness to you. Yes, you can be giving and you can hold space for them, but again, this is going to be a month that you can easily be affected mentally, emotionally, and psychologically if you are surrounded by people that are just more about them, and not about enough, sharing, the open space with you, and letting you talk about, your upcoming projects, your desires, your goals, what you're trying to manifest financially speaking. There's going to just be some people that just don't get you. And I feel like there's somebody else that may be a very standing financially stable in their life. This would be a dark-haired male. And they come from a very different side, maybe to your career, a different, career path that they have, but there's a lot of wisdom, and you may be meeting this person or talking to them and kind of gaining some better perspective, so that you can be financially so financially you can be more, find your, your assets more viable, or find them where they are at a point in your life where there is some security, financial security. Because overall, for a lot of you Aquarians out there, I feel like that is what you are really seeking this month of June, is some financial security and reaping the rewards that you have worked so hard for, and all the seeds that you've planted for the last couple of months or years. So this is a kind of a time of revelation for you. It's a new, it's an ending of a cycle and a new chapter beginning for a lot of you Aquarians. So I want to thank you so much for listening to my horoscope this month. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And Pisces, this month for you Pisces, it's going to be a month in which you may be finding that you are kind of in a battle with someone. You could be having some disagreements in a relationship, or with someone that is after your woman or your man, your partner. There could be someone that is pursuing them, and there could be some mutual flirtation that is occurring behind the scenes, and maybe you're not aware of it, and you're trying to be very protective and kind of mark your territory. But really and truly, you don't have to get to those levels. If you're finding that you're unhappy in a relationship, or that this is going on, really, it's just time to kind of reassess where you're at in your path, and will you continue to be someone's shadow, or will you continue to be your own person? And that's kind of the energy that's presented this month for a lot of you out there. There is some fighting for some attention. There is some attention that you are lacking, or you're not receiving. You're only getting morsels or snippets of it whenever it's possible to be with this person. This could be a partner. Like I said, I feel like this is very much in your love life area, not in your career. But when it comes to your career, there's a lot of changing of events. There feels like you have some new ideas, and what you touch is going to turn to gold. So it's not all gloom and dark, but when it comes to your personal life and your love life, that's kind of an area that you're going to have to watch. I also feel like there may be some friendships that may be a little draining for you at this time. They could be very dark and just one-sided, meaning that they only come to you when they need something, versus being there, wholeheartedly and being authentically them. So again, you're going to have to reassess who is a priority in your life, who is being authentic, and make your choices from there, and kind of navigate. So wishing you an amazing month for all of you Pisces out there. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing month, Pisces. Peace.